Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another video. So this is my heavy rotation. A lot of cool things in this one. Majority of it is stuff that I found in that storage unit from my last video. It's the Keepers. So I didn't show it in that video, so you'll see it on this one. Some other things as well. So I pledged to do a video every day of December, which December is the craziest month because of Christmas. It's just nuts in the shop, and so it's hard to keep up. But I missed my video yesterday and Saturday because of that big collection I had to go look at. So the last week has been like nuts busy. So been trying to enjoy as much music as I can. I've not been buying a ton of stuff, but have been finding things. So that's the key. One I'm really excited about that I've been looking for a while. When I first started getting like turned on to Psych and had it started my want list, this was one that I wanted from the very beginning, and I just have never had a chance to get it. This is Tomorrow, featuring Keith West. This is, in my opinion, a essential psychedelic record, and even if you get a reissue, it's fine. Like I think there's an 80s reissue or mid 70s reissue that has the same cover. The original UK, These Tomorrow, is black and white. It's not orange and pink like that. But Steve Howe from Yes, Twink, a bunch of guys like psychedelic influences or psychedelic guys that are huge influences in the psychedelic community are on this record early. This is just, I think, a perfect example of psychedelia from that time frame. So, one I've been looking for forever. I've just never found one at a reasonable price. This one's a promo, and it's like perfect shape. It came from my good friend Frank. So, Frank, if you're watching this, thank you, man. But I've just been after it for a long time. It's nice to finally get an original. In 2015 on Record Store Day, they released a splatter vinyl. So that's what I've had all these years. That'll be going in the shop on Saturday. But grateful to have this one. Excited to add that one to my collection. Another one that came from him was this Buffalo Volcanic Rock on Vertigo. This is a tremendous hard rock grail. So this is the Spaceship Vertigo label. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So you know the Vertigo Swirl label. I'm sure you do. The label right after that, which I don't know why they would ever change it, but they did. They changed it to the Vertigo Spaceship. So that's what they talk about when they say Spaceship Vertigo, because you get that spaceship on there, which is still a cool logo. But so this is technically a second pressing, I guess. Actually, the first pressing with the Vertigo Swirl came out in '73, and so did this one. They both came out the same year. So I guess it's still, it's early enough for me to be happy because I had a reissue all these years, and this one's in like perfect shape. And it actually comes with the poster, which I've never seen a copy with a poster. So I'm thrilled to have this. But this is Australian hard rock, and it is absolutely fantastic stuff. Been looking for that one for a while, so that one will do till I find a swirl. Another one I've been looking for, you guys know my Puba Records. I found the first two, and the third one just popped out of nowhere. All three of these have kind of fallen in my lap over the past few months. But Puba, really great band from Youngstown, Ohio. Hard rock. I've talked about them a lot in my past videos, but those are some of the heavier ones that I've gotten here lately, just kind of by chance. This is another one I found, and I actually don't really remember where I got this, but this one found its way in my collection. Rolling Stones, Beggar's Banquet, and this is a first UK mono, and it is beautiful condition. But obviously, I love the Stones. I don't talk about them very much because everybody talks about them, but this is it's a great rock and roll band. I respect to death. I didn't grow up listening to the Stones at all, other than what was on the radio. And so as I've gotten older, I've had to really sink my teeth into them and appreciate them. It's just they're not a band that it comes easy to me to appreciate. Like, Zeppelin, it's just always been my number one thing. And so Stones, to me, they don't sound like, to me, I don't know, when I was younger, they didn't grab me like the Led Zeppelin did. I don't know why, but as I've gotten older and listening to Let It Bleed and Sticky Fingers and all that, and Beggar's Banquet, it's just a dynamite rock and roll band. You guys know that. But I do love those records. I don't have an affinity for them like I do Zeppelin or whatever, because growing up, I mean, I think I had them, but they didn't grab me like they do now. I don't know. It's funny. So a lot of this stuff starting from here is going to be stuff that I found in the storage unit that I kept. As I was going through, I pledged not to keep many, but that did not happen. I kept a lot. One is this trademark quality Hendrix in Maui on the orange vinyl. It's really cool. Great concert, obviously. But I collect the trademark quality with the stamp and the colored vinyl. Another one, he had, okay, so I think I mentioned this in the video, but he had so many Hendrix records, it was nuts. He said he had 250, and I believe it. There were several boxes full of Hendrix. And I bought a lot of them. But this is one, I don't think I've ever had this before. This is a Hendrix Christmas album. It's Little Drummer Boy, Silent Night, and Auld Lang Syne. But anyways, special recording by accident during the fall of '69, warming up for a session with Billy Cox and Buddy Miles. Jimmy went into a spontaneous Little Drummer Boy. Anyways, so just kind of cool, just in time for Christmas. I don't have a lot of Christmas albums because I don't really like Christmas music all that much, but that's a pretty cool one. And I've got like some, so I've got some cool Christmas albums. Like I got some reggae ones and like some soul ones and stuff. Jimi Hendrix Star Spangled Blues. This is one I had a while back. This is on the Waggle label, Waggle. It's one of my favorite bootleg labels because they all really high quality stuff. I used to have this a long time ago, but when I sold my collection, I lost it. And I haven't seen one since, and I haven't really gone on my way to get one. But as far as like Waggle does some Hendrix bootlegs, and then the Zeppelin ones they do are out of this world, phenomenal. And just a heads up, little teaser, I've got a bootleg video. I've already recorded it, and I think I've already edited it. I just need to put it up one of these days. But anyways, that's going to be very soon, probably this week. But yeah, incredible bootleg for Hendrix while we're on the Hendrix train. I don't really know what this is, but it looked really cool. So it's some sort of, probably a bootleg comp of early Hendrix stuff. So it's Jimi Hendrix 66. It's just a cool cover, cool artwork. So I thought I'd give it a spin before I let it go, if I do let it go. But just kind of a cool one. This is one I thought I already had, but it's a perfect condition. Eric Clapton slow hand. I was going through all the MoFis. I got a ton of MoFis from this collection. And most of the time, I've got most of the MoFis I really want. I thought for sure I had this, and I looked and I didn't have it. And actually don't have a copy of this record at all. So I was like, man, I better keep that. Growing up, this was one of my favorite records. Wonderful Tonight, Cocaine, Lay Down Sally. I mean, I put this record on all the time. This was a staple for me when I was a kid. And so, really nice condition MoFi copy. It's not, one of the super expensive MoFis, but it's a cool one. This is one that I just kind of did an upgrade on. I've got a copy, and I think the vinyl's in good condition, but the jacket's just a little bit torched. This is a Styx, Man of Miracles. Now, Styx, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, Dylan, Styx is dad rock and yacht rock or whatever. I don't know what you call them. But Styx is a great band. Early on, especially, they had a lot more of a hard rock sound or psychedelic sound, however you want to classify it. But this is a really cool record. If you think Styx is cheesy, you need to listen to this, Man of Miracles. It's a dynamite record. Their first few are really different and very, very good. So I'd highly recommend those. I got this copy of Harvest, Neil Young Harvest, which, I mean, what a dynamite record anyways. But inside it, let's see if there's anything else. This feels kind of thick. Inside it, there was this poster. I've never seen this poster before, and I kind of bounced it around. I sent some pictures to some friends of mine that have been dealing records longer than me. and I can't really open it up. Let's see if I can just get the very top. It's at the top or the bottom. I really don't want to. Yeah, it's the bottom. I really don't want to open it up too much because it's fragile as heck. But I've got a picture of one that has already been opened up. But this is a promotional poster, and I'm telling you, this thing's probably 5 or 6 feet tall and probably 3+ feet wide. It is huge. I'm guessing it's like a life-size poster of Neil Young. But anyways, here I'll try to, if I edit this video, I'll throw up a picture of what it's supposed to look like. But I think it's kind of a rare, promo poster from Record Store. So I'll probably try to get that framed and put in the shop. I don't know how much a frame would be, but it'd be worth it because that is a sick poster. So the guy that I got this collection from, Sonny, if you're watching this, thank you, man. This is one I wanted from him, and it was just super cool. Let's see, what is this? Like, a lot of his records had extra, like promotional pictures or whatever that he threw in, but this was an autographed Waiting for Columbus by Little Feat, MoFi. So that's really cool. I love Little Feat. I don't talk about Little Feat a whole lot, but growing up, I didn't think I had any Little Feat records. But going over the years, I've obviously picked them up when I've been picking up collections, and just Little Feat is incredible. I'm going to talk about Little Feat a little bit more down as I get through the stack, because there's a lot of Little Feat in this stack. Just stuff I didn't have. Another one is Taste live at the Isle of Wight. This is 71 UK or Holland press. But yeah, Taste with Roy Gallagher. Just incredible blues rock. I didn't have this, so I needed it. Great stuff. This is live Taste, recorded live at Monterey Casino, Switzerland. I didn't have this, and it's Taste, so I felt like I needed to at least spin it. But great stuff. This is a really cool one. I've never seen a UK press. This is an original UK stereo of Frigid Pink. Usually I see the how clean it is, man. Shoot. I see the original US's all the time, but I never see the UK's of that. So I had to grab that one for my personal stash. Very, very cool. But if you don't know, maybe I'm zipping through them too quick. Frigid Pink, really great kind of blues, psychedelic blues rock. Their cover of House the Rising Sun on hit. This is incredible. James Gang Miami. I didn't have this. I don't really see it. I mean, it's not that rare, but I don't see it very much. And man, James Gang is some killer stuff. This is one. It's not, like I said, this is not an expensive record. I don't think at all. But this is a James Gang Newborn. You just never see it. You never see this James Gang record. And so, man, I love James Gang. It's some tremendous music. Great stuff. This is one. This is a hefty MoFi right here. I've been looking for this record for a long time, and it's really hard to find. This is a Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young original master recording. This is a great record you can pick up on the cheap, and I'm sure everybody knows about it already. But I love this record. I grew up with it, and just absolutely love every second of it. I love Crosby, Stills, and Nash, that record. I love all the records they did, and I love Neil Young. This isn't, I don't know if this is the best representation of either side, but it is a great record, and I absolutely love it. Almost Cut My Hair. It's one of my favorite songs. But yeah, this is a really tough MoFi to get, and I've just not been able to locate one over the years. And I found this in that storage unit. I was like, yes, downstairs brownies. This is another one, Dixie Chicken, autographed by the whole band. It's probably my favorite Little Feat record. Just, man, a really, really cool record. But Little Feat, I think, once people get into them and they really sink their teeth in and listen to them, they just go all out. But just incredible slide guitar, really good southern rock, but just really unique. It almost has like New Orleans vibe to it. Love it. This is a really cool Pink Floyd record that I'd never seen before, which is kind of saying something because I'm a kind of a Pink Floyd completist. But this is the High Hopes single. And so it comes in this, it's kind of crazy. It comes in this envelope. And, see, inside that envelope is this. This is the cover. High Hopes off Division Bell. And this is the vinyl off of it. Beautiful. Look at that etched vinyl. That's the etched. Oh my gosh, show you the whole thing. That's the etched side. And then that's the other side. But, man, it is so cool. High Hopes Keep Talking. Those are the two. So just kind of a cool promotional Pink Floyd thing that I've never seen one before. I didn't even know they existed. And I have tons of Pink Floyd stuff. And it had this envelope with it as well that has all these postcards. So really cool, like postcards from that. So that comes in like this really fancy, sweet envelope, and it's just super cool. So I pulled that out. I was kind of going through the stuff, and I didn't even really. I was speed picking, so I didn't really notice it. And Sonny was like, "Pull that out. You're gonna want that." And I appreciate that because I did want it. It's really super cool. I'm about to shove all this in later because it's too much for the video. Y'all don't want to see me stuffing and shoving. All right. UFO Live. Just really cool. I've not heard this. I think I've had it before in the shop, but I've not heard it. But UFO, obviously, super killer band. Just on the home stretch here with some MoFis. I have a ton of Allman Brothers MoFis. I guess all of them except for Brothers and Sisters. And I honestly thought I had this. This is still sealed. I don't think these are still in print. But yeah, Brothers and Sisters, Allman Brothers. Y'all know Allman Brothers is one of my absolute favorite bands. Little Feat, Dixie Chicken, MoFi. Stoked to get this. But, man, I love this record so much. I know I was just talking about it. One of their best sailing shoes. Killer MoFi. Little Feat self-titled. Killer MoFi. All these are still sealed. And then, let's see. Yeah, I got the Waiting for Columbus. And then I got this Eric Clapton MoFi, which I didn't have it. I'm going to listen to it and see what I think. And I'm probably going to still just keep it. You know, I got the UK of the Hendrix Electric Ladyland original cover. I've never even... I saw one, and I've seen them in people's collections and stuff. And I saw one other time in a shop, and I just didn't grab it. You don't ever see them. So, it's my favorite Hendrix album, so I thought I'd grab it. And then this one's another one I used to have, and I remember really liking it. It's called Midnight Magic, and it is another one on Waggle, which is a great Hendrix. I'm sure they have other bootlegs, but Hendrix and Zeppelin are the ones I've paid attention to. But yeah, those are my finds for the week. You know, and a little thought on the Beatles Get Back. Everybody's talking about it, you know, so you probably don't need to hear my opinion. But the Beatles Get Back, I think I haven't finished it yet. I'm majority of the way through episode 2. It's one of those things you got to really pay attention to get what's going on, especially if you're not British. I think I got to read subtitles all the time to really know what's going on. And so I can't have it going on in the background. And let me tell you, I never am just sitting and watching TV. That does not ever happen. I'm always pricing records while I'm watching TV or something. Like I'm always got something going on. I'm doing something and it's kind of in the background. And I pay attention enough. But like, if I got to really sit and pay attention, it's a huge sacrifice for that time. So this I have been watching in 30-minute increments when I get a chance, you know. So, but it's really good to see that songwriting process. And I think I posted something on Instagram about it, and a bunch of people were like, the Beatles are overrated. The Beatles suck. And I'm like, the Beatles suck? Like, what are you talking about? You know, and that goes back to my whole rant last time about the Eagles. I think that the people, they think it's cool to to act like they're more sophisticated and they're above the Beatles. But man, you know, the songwriting chemistry of those guys is unreal. And anybody that says the Beatles suck, you and three of your buddies get in a room and write a better album than their worst album, and then you can tell them they suck. You know, because it's just, I don't know a songwriting team that's better than the Beatles. You know, they had great hooks, they had great melodies, they had great lyrics. I mean, you know, that's just my opinion, but also lots of other people's opinions. Majority of the people that know what they're talking about. But I mean, if you talk to, the thing is, I know a lot of really high level record collectors that have been through the ringer and they have all the rare stuff and they've been digging for 50 years and they know more than I'll ever know about music. And guess what? None of them are like, I outgrew the Beatles or I outgrew the Eagles. They're like, man, the Beatles are awesome. They're incredible songwriters, super influential. Like, none of them are ever like, the Beatles, ho ho ho. It's never them. It's the people that are insecure and they don't really, you know. And I'm not saying you have to like the Beatles. I understand if you don't like the Beatles. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that say the Beatles suck. Like, you know. But anyways, that's just my rant on it. But you know, I've been the past couple years been on the Grail hunt. You know what I mean? Always looking for the next Grail. And I don't know if it's just because I've been busy the past couple, maybe a month or a month and a half, but I have just not cared much about finding like any mega grails. I've got a lot of really good records I thought I'd never have, and just kind of dreaming for a lot of cool things for next year that we're gonna do in the shop, and things that I want to do with my family and things like that. I just, you know, it takes a lot of energy, and sometimes, you know, a grail will fall in my lap, and I'll obviously, you know, be excited about that. But as far as like seeking out grails and getting super excited about it, I've just been so busy. I've not really been wanting to buy those big records, but like finding some cool Hendrix records, or you know, that's great. I'm always finding records and stuff like that. But man, past month and a half, like I said, I have really been appreciating some of just the classics, man. Just some of the stuff, and like you know, all the rare records I have, I'm enjoying those and listening to those as well. But you know, there is something to be said about a lot of the classics. Just good music is good music. Period. I think like I was listening to, gosh, y'all are gonna burn me at the stake for this, but um, I was driving the other night when I was driving at 2 a.m. to go get those records. And man, I just had it. I was like, man, I want to listen to freaking Ted Nugent Stranglehold. And I put it on and I'm driving and I'm just like, the freaking raw energy of that song, like the riff, it's nasty. And like, I was sitting here thinking, like, if this was a private press record that no one had ever heard of, this would be worth $1,000. I mean, just the stank on this thing alone, you know. But you know, you have all these different things tied to it because it's a popular record, and you know, Ted Nugent is, you know, a very controversial figure, and so a lot of people. The way oh gosh, video is going into the territory I don't want to go into, but anytime I mention Ted Nugent, I lose a lot of subscribers. Either people that love him and think I didn't talk well about him, or people that hate him and thought I glorified him too much. But you know, I think that you leaving politics out of things, I don't address politics either way because that's not what it's about. For me, it's about music. But Ted Nugent is a fantastic guitar player, and but anyways, so you have something like that, a record like Ted Nugent, and you know, you have all this stuff tied to it. Like, you know, it's a popular record, sold a bunch of copies. The persona that he carries, and all this other stuff. You know, the legacy people leave behind and their presence in pop culture carries a lot of weight in how much their music is respected and valued, I think. So, if you just strip everything back and you enjoy music for music, Ted Nugent's Stranglehold's killer. And it's just as good, if not better, than Morley Gray or Morgan or all these rare psych records we pay too much money for. And so, I've said that 1,000 times. You guys all know that. But I've just been enjoying whatever. I like being in the season of just enjoying whatever music floats my way. And I've been kind of in that. I went on a heavy, I guess it was October. It was a Grail Armageddon over here. And after that, I've just been kind of easing up and just enjoying whatever comes along. So, anyways, thank you for watching and thank you for sticking with me as I'm doing my video a day thing. I know it can be a lot, but I like to put out a lot of stuff for you guys to enjoy. Hopefully, you're enjoying it. But anyways, thanks for watching this and sticking with me. We'll see you next time. Bye.